Well, I guess tonight is night number 9, is it? Oh my god, I literally lost count. But there's an absolute lag. And by absolute lag, I mean I am actually exporting the video just now for the previous night. And I am going to have to upload it in a bit whenever this export decides to finish off. And right now it's 8 and a few minutes. One task I really am loathing and not so excited to do is those dishes. Why can't I just snap my finger and it's done? I can't. Oh well, got to do that. Can you imagine that it is 9 nights? 9 nights have passed. 9 nights. And tomorrow, hopefully, we'll be celebrating, perhaps, the 10th night of the curfew. But then again, I mean, this is for a reason. After all, hopefully we do see a very positive end to it. And we really do hope that this pandemic somehow reaches to a positive end. An end where we get to see each other and we get to be with one another rather than have to avoid and socially distance ourselves from one another. Well, I mean, avoid unnecessary contact and whatnot. By now, I mean, it really is getting into me. What is getting into me? The fact that this whole year I didn't go back home. And I'm pretty sure this actually is a lesson because there are a lot of people who work abroad and unfortunately don't get the chance to go back home until years, and that's because obviously they have their commitment to work or they are incapable of going back home and they don't have the luxury to go back home. I'm talking about in normal days. So perhaps this is a lesson in order for me to empathize and understand that there are people who are less fortunate and people who do not exactly have the luxury of going back home when they can, or even the luxury of convenience to go when they can go. And that's how it is, I guess. I swear to God, I have done all this, and then I had to eat. I had to use utensils. Who else here has this problem? I mean, seriously, man, I already I already did the dishes. Do I have to do them again? I guess I'll probably just walk away. Okay, so I did not tell you what happened today, you guys. I started my free personal training session at the gym, and oh my god, okay, I have to just admit to this straight out. The personal trainer just put me into some basic stuff, basic level stuff, and at the end of the session I was just panting for air. I was literally, and I'm that's just And to top it all off, I mean, he was asking me, why do you seem like you are, like, I mean, obviously, from the looks of me, from the outside, I was like suffering. And then my personal trainer turns to me and he's like, he's still not my personal trainer. I still need to sign up for the lessons that he's going to give and whatnot, but that is another topic. But anyways, I am getting off topic. So I was visibly in pain, and then he asks me a question, why do you look like you're in pain? And I'm like, no, I am not in pain. Like, literally, I am just, it was an experience, I'll have to admit, and I'll have to also like openly say this. My God, that session literally opened up my eyes to a lot of things and a lot of problems and a lot of issues mainly my health, issues mainly my abilities and my, like, bodily abilities. And the thing is, obviously I can lose weight alone, but I have joined a gym and I am hopefully going to be taking a personal training session or lessons in order to like improve core strength, abilities and skills, as well as overall health. Yeah, because obviously we're doing this with the intention that I need to look out for my health, given the fact that I am 32 years old right now, and that whatever I will do today will obviously affect me tomorrow. And tomorrow, would I want to wake up with having, God knows, health problems and health issues? Obviously not. No one wants to have that. No one wants to, like, wake up one day and discover that they are in a terrible situation. And this is also something that I also need to mention, which is the reason why we change is because we go through a certain situation which lets us hit rock bottom. A situation that is literally rock bottom. It could be something that turns something in you in order for you to like change, and from that it basically becomes the catalyst to change. Now I'm saying this because I also remember another incident where a person literally just told me they don't see themselves changing, and the only changes that they're going to add is like, a little bit activities here and a little bit activities there. And it is presumptuous, at least in my opinion, that you don't see in yourself the ability to change, when in reality you can be hit with an incident that will put you in that rock bottom situation, which in turn will push you to do something to change yourself, from the situation that you are in. And there are many examples that support this. There are people who have been going through unfortunate situations where, off the top of my head, people who have been morbidly obese, where they felt that they have fell into some sort of like situation where they were a little bit disgusted by themselves, and in turn this whole visceral feeling about feeling disgusted about themselves inspired them to change. Now, there are a couple of stories here and there, and I mean, one particular channel that I have been watching was a guy who names himself Obese to Beast. I have been watching his channel for quite some time, and I really do think that the guy has a lot of points to, like, you know, put out, especially when it comes to like change and how you do change and how you transition from being in a situation where you hate yourself into a situation where hopefully you are at a much more hopefully positive place. Bearing that in mind, there is also an important element in this whole journey of change. Now, a lot of people should I mean, me included, I'm not, of course, excluding myself, where there is the issue of happiness. Happiness, oh my god, this topic, where do I even begin? One elusive topic where, I mean, don't we all want to have happiness? Or don't we all want to achieve happiness and whatnot? Apparently, I mean, there is a lot of misconceptions, and of course, happiness overall is an inside job. Yeah, I mean, it may be old news to some, but to me at least, I have been struggling. I wouldn't exactly say struggle, but I have been finding it a little bit difficult to navigate this whole happiness business thing and trying to, like, you know, tell myself, am I happy right now where I am? How am I going to be happy and whatnot? And it all also boils down into like the goals that I want to achieve, like in terms of, like, you know, fitness and whatnot. Now, I haven't achieved fitness, and oh my god, my battery is flashing. Okay, I need to finish up. Happiness, actually, in a nutshell, is something that you need to work on, and you should not necessarily tie it to certain goals. You can always, like, you know, set goals for yourself and achieve them, but in the same time, you should look beyond the goals that you set for yourself and work on happiness as a separate individual entity. Oh my god, I have spoken a lot. Alright, I probably think I should end it here. Otherwise, I will be just blabbering. Yep, the clock's not wrong. It's 2 a.m. in the morning, and yep, just a sleepless night for some odd reason. You know that feeling that you're sleepless, but you don't want to step out of bed, and you still want to, like, you know, stay in bed because you want to reserve tiredness, if that even makes sense, in order for you to, like, just sleep. Yeah, it's not working. It's just not working. And for some odd reason, I'm not having it. I don't know why, but here we are at 2 a.m. not doing much. I mean, you know what, might as well do something. Alright, you guys, tonight is night number 10, and I'm sorry, you guys, but night number 10 is not gonna happen. Night number 10 is cancelled because I am absolutely tired. I still feel a lot of body ache. I don't know how, and I don't know why, but it's real. What time is it? It's 15 minutes to 8. Well, the curfew's gonna happen, you know what's gonna happen, and probably let's just leave the philosophical moment for another night, shall we? And for me, I'll just say good night, see you in another night. That rhymed.